Om. Greetings. As we step into the third trimester of Navratri, day 7 is the day of finding the auspiciousness in each of our living moments and finding the courage to see things within us as they are. To further this spirit, on day 7, we worship Maa Kalaratri, the goddess of auspiciousness and courage. Her vahana is the donkey, and she is the destroyer form of Maa Durga. She has 3 bloodshot eyes, unkempt hair, and wears a garland of skulls around her neck that show like lightning. Her 4 hands all hold a trident, scimitar, vajra, and a cup respectively. She is also revered with the following mantra. Om Devi Kalratryei Namah. When you chant any mantra, the way you pronounce any intended words decide the vibration and the related benefits that you receive. So now please, do repeat 3 more times with me if you would like. Om Devi Kalratryei Namah. Om Devi Kalratryei Namah. Om Devi Kalratryei Namah. This divine insight into finding within and writing unparalleled stories of courage can be further established by bringing a real life context to it all. Masih Alinejad is an Iranian-American journalist, author, and women's rights activist. Alinejad works as a presenter/producer at the VOA Persian service, a correspondent for Radio Farda, a frequent contributor for Monotto Television, and a contributing editor for Iran Wire. Alinejad very aptly represents the 7th day of Navratri and Maa Kalaratri, as she focuses on criticism of and fight for the status of human rights in Iran, especially women's rights. The Time magazine named her among its 2023 honorees for Women of the Year. In exile, she lives now in New York City and is a recipient of several awards. In 2019, Alinejad sued the Iranian government in a US federal court for harassment against her and her family. In 2018, she released a book called The Wind in My Hair that deals with her experiences growing up in Iran, where she writes, "Girls are raised to keep their heads low, to be unobtrusive as possible, and to be meek." This was so heartbreaking and appalling to hear. US prosecutors in the year 2021 charged 4 Iranian intelligence officials with scheming to kidnap a critic of the government of Iran. The target was not mentioned, but Masih Alinejad strongly thinks she was it. Today, at 46, Alinejad understands the power of her reach, her platform. exiled from Iran since 2009 as a journalist and activist. She has often and for long spoken against Iran's vigilance and limitations on women, going on to call the mandatory hijab the Berlin Wall of the regime. This campaign of hers shocked and alerted Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who not only rallies against her in his speeches, but he is even known to have possibly sent his people to abduct her in July 2021. A year later, another such attempt was made. This time, though, it was to end in an assassination, according to a US Justice Department indictment. Women of Iran are his biggest enemy, Alinejad says. He's scared of us more than anything. She continues to speak and fight fearlessly against the atrocities and unjust approach of the Iranian government in general, especially so in not the best interest towards the women of Iran. She is the true embodiment of finding courage in our lives to stand up for what is right. Now, speaking of the color of this day of Navratri, representing resilience and triumph, the powerful color grey represents achieving a sense of balance in emotions and keeps the person resonating with it, down to earth. It is an appropriate color for those who want to participate in Navratri celebrations, yet make a subtle style statement with the undertone of this color shade. Finally, exploring the deep and intricate world of human emotions with Navras, the Ras for today is Raudra Ras. The idea is to correctly and with timeliness identify, observe, and conquer the emotion of Raudra or anger, as it can lead to hatred, violence, aggression, and brutality, not just of the physical kind. A moment of anger can destroy everything. It can undoubtedly create hell out of heaven and create more enemies than friends. Conclusively, today I would like to humbly bow out with this following prayer. Let us conquer this demon of anger to make our temperament, approach, and eventually our lives more prosperous, peaceful, and filled with gratitude and abundance. The attitude of gratitude will ensure a very, very effective avoidance, and if necessary, the skillful taming of our Raudra Roop as we resonate in uncalled for anger. May we all be so observant of our shadow side within that we are able to proactively approach any disturbing surges such that they may never come to pass. So come, let us surrender to this innate wisdom that we are all born with, if we could only stay still and listen. Oh.